Hello friends, in this video we will talk about xerophthalmia, which is the disease of eye. In this video we are going to talk about the definition and condition of xerophthalmia, contributing factors which causes xerophthalmia, WHO classification of the disease, identify the clinical features and differential diagnosis, and how to manage and prevent from this disease. So let's start this. At first, what is definition? The term xerophthalmia covers all the ocular manifestations of vitamin A deficiency, including not only the structural change affecting the conjunctiva, cornea, and occasionally retina, but also biophysical disorder of retinal rods and cones function. In xerophthalmia, xero means dry and ophthalmia means eye. So xerophthalmia is also known as dry eye, which is caused by vitamin A deficiency. Now, what are its etiology? Etiology means what are its causes. So xerophthalmia may be caused due to deficiency of vitamin A. It may be also dietary or due to defective absorption of vitamin A from the gut. Vitamin A deficiency does not occur isolated but is associated with protein energy malnutrition and infections. Now let's talk about WHO classification of xerophthalmia. So the first stage is night blindness. It is the earliest symptom of xerophthalmia in children. Then after conjunctival xerosis occurs. In conjunctival xerosis we can see patches of dry, lusterless, non-wettable conjunctiva. Dry patches present in the interpalpebral are both nasal and temporary. You can see in this picture. After this, bitter spot occur. Bitter spot is the extension of the xerotic process as seen in xerophthalmia first year. Bitter spots is raised silvery white, foamy, triangular patch of keratinized epithelium. It is situated in the interpalpebral area. Bitter spots usually bilateral and mostly in temporal site. After this, corneal xerosis occurs. In this, cornea is lusterless and totally becomes dry. After that, corneal ulceration or keratomalacia occurs, which affects less than 1/3 of the corneal surface. You can see in the upper picture. After this, corneal ulceration occurs or keratomalacia affecting more than 1/3 of the eye. You can see this in lower picture. After this, corneal scare or healing of the stromal defects, which leads to a scare. You can see in the left eye of that boy. After this, xerophthalmic fundi occurs. It is the microscopic picture of the xerophthalmic fundi. So now friends, let's talk about its treatment. So how can we treat this? For treatment, we use both local therapy and vitamin A therapy. In local therapy, we can, for conjunctival xerosis, artificial tears which is provided for the comfort to eye, which reduces the dryness. In the stage of keratomalacia, full-fledged treatment of bacterial corneal ulcer occurs. And after this, vitamin A therapy, all patients above the age of 1 year require 2 lakh international unit of vitamin A orally or 1 lakh international unit by intramuscular injection is given. It is given on the day of diagnosis and repeat the following day after 4 weeks. Children under the age of 1 year and children of any age who weigh less than 8 kg should be treated with a half dose for patients of more than 1 year of age. Women of reproductive age, pregnant or not, those with night blindness, conjunctival xerosis and bitter spot should be treated with a daily dose of 10,000 international unit of vitamin A orally for 2 weeks. Those with corneal xerophthalmia, 2 lakh international unit is recommended on first day, second day and 8th day. So treatment underlying the condition. It means treatment which causes xerophthalmia. Xerophthalmia, we know xerophthalmia may be caused by various other problems like protein energy malnutrition, diarrhea, dehydration, electrolyte balance, infection. These all should be considered along with vitamin A therapy. Now let's talk about is prophylaxis against xerophthalmia. How can we prevent from them? Short-term approach, periodic administration of vitamin A supplements. WHO has recommended the schedule for vitamin A prophylaxis for infants aged between 6 and 12 months old and any other older children weighing less than 8 kg for those 1 lakh international unit orally every 3 to 6 months and children over 1 year and under 6 years of age 2 lakh international unit orally in every 6 months and for lactating mothers 20,000 international unit orally once at delivery or during the next 2 months. For infants less than 6 months old not being breastfed 50,000 orally international unit of vitamin A is given before they attain the age of 6 months. And this is medium-term approach and long-term approach. Medium-term approach includes the food fortification with vitamin A. In this picture you can see those foods which includes vitamin A which may prevent from xerophthalmia. And for long-term approach it is the ultimate aim. This includes the promotion of adequate intake of vitamin A rich foods such as green leafy vegetables, papaya, fish, etc. So friends, in this video I hope you may have understood about the xerophthalmia and its prevention, its treatment, etc. So thank you. Please subscribe this channel and like the video. Thank you.